Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on? Alrighty. Well, today I got something I want to share with y'all. Earlier this morning I had an epiphany. But before I go into the epiphany I had, let me just, give y'all, some information about my background. I was raised by a single mother for most of my life. My father wasn't in the picture. He was only in for the first 7 years of my life actively. And, since then, I was forced to grow up in a single mother home. Now, my mom, she did the best she could raising me, and I thank her for that. I thank her for everything that she did that was right, because I wouldn't be the good and loving, ambitious person I am today if it weren't for her taking that stand as my mom. Now, as far as me and my dad, we're back in good terms. So far we've been back in good terms for a full year, and I got to keep it real with y'all. Like, it feels so good to be at full peace with my dad after going 20 plus years without seeing him face to face. Like, yeah, 20 years is a very long time to not see a parent or parents or whatever. And I'm pretty sure, a lot of y'all could relate to, my situation, my upbringing and all that. Overall, my upbringing wasn't super bad, Let's just put it this way, my upbringing was good with a couple of rough patches. But then again, who doesn't have any rough patches attached to their childhood? I mean, even rich people got problems. They just got different sets of problems. We all got problems. But anyway, so yes, I grew up in a single mother home. Didn't see my father for over 20 years. We're back to being cool. We've been cool for a little over a year now. And, earlier this morning, I took time to look back and reflect on the beginning of my life, my childhood, my adolescent years, my early 20s. And now that I'm in my early 30s, I got some extra work to do, with my life to make it as good as I want it to be. Because, I deserve a good life. I'm a good person. But anyway, so yeah, I was just looking back on it, reflecting on, everything that I went through, good, bad, in between. And I realized that, I can't control everything. I can't control how I was raised. I can't control, the fact that I was raised by a single mother. But what I can control is how I deal with that and everything that comes with that. Because, due to growing up in a fatherless environment, I grew up having a certain type of perspective on the fellas. And it did impact my love life in a couple ways. But, all is well in all those areas now, thank God. And, there are times when I just felt like really, really angry over not having my father in my life, especially during those crucial times I really needed him. And it had an even greater impact on the way I would look at men. And, I decided today to just let everything go, like let it all go. And that was a part of my epiphany. So to break it down, like basically I realized that I just need to let everything go. Let go of everything I had no control of. Because, at the end of the day, my mom raised me to the best of her abilities. And she did everything she could. As a woman, as my mom, I thank her. I thank her every day. If I don't thank her directly, I always, say a prayer. And in the prayer, there are times I'll bring her up and I'll be like, thank you, Mama, for always being there for me. In spite of everything. So, yeah, so the message behind the epiphany is just let everything go. And let go of everything you have no control over. And just focus on the things you can control. Because that's when doors that need to be open start to open up for you. And I want them doors to open up for me. And also help me be a better YouTuber. So that's pretty much all I have for this video. Stay tuned for more in the upcoming weeks. And I plan to be a lot more consistent now that I'm back in the YouTube game. So yeah, stay tuned.